Alright class, today is a really exciting day because we're doing a lab, and even though you aren't able to be in class, I'm going to do the lab for you and you can finish the work. And hopefully this will be something that you find interesting and fun even though you can't actually do it hands-on. So at this point, before we start, you should fill out the prediction section. So these are just predictions. You're gonna predict what an ionic compound should look like, what a covalent compound should look like, their different boiling or melting points, solubility, and conductivity. So fill that out first before we even get started. All right, once you have it filled out, now we're gonna get started. And so we're gonna be testing two different mystery compounds today. I have it labeled A and B to help me keep them straight. And we're gonna try to decide which one is ionically bonded and which one is covalently bonded, okay? So for the visual test, I'm gonna try to show you on the camera. It might not come out very clear, but just try your best to write down your observations as we go. You're gonna do this all in the data collection section of your lab sheet. So up here for the, it says visual observations. As I show you it, write down some visual things that you notice about A and about B. All right, and continue to fill this out as we go through. So let me bring these closer to the camera so you can see. So this one is substance A. All right, that's kind of what it looks like. Now we'll do substance B. All right, you'll kind of notice that these ones look really similar. So it's hard to tell based on appearance what they're gonna be. So we're gonna run a couple other tests to figure out which one is ionic and which one's covalent. So the first one that we're gonna do is a melting point. So how we're gonna do that is I'm going to put a spoonful in A and a spoonful in B. And then we're gonna set it on a hot plate and let it sit for 5 minutes and see if we can get one of them to melt. If you remember, ionic ones don't melt very well and the covalent ones melt pretty well. So I'm gonna start off with my substance A. I'm gonna do 1 spoonful into my beaker. I'm gonna set it on my hot plate and I'm going to turn this on. I'm turning up to 7 for both of these. So I'm gonna continue to stir this and we're gonna look at some visuals throughout it. All right, I'm gonna set a timer for 5 minutes so that we can have some accurate data. And throughout the 5 minutes, I'll show you what it's looking like, and so you can write some observations if it's melting or if it's not melting, okay? All right, so we did it with substance A. So make sure you record the observations at the 5 minute mark, the picture that shows. All right, we're gonna set this to the side now, and we're gonna try it with substance B. So I'm gonna take 1 spoonful and put it in our B, and then we're gonna do the same thing and wait for 5 minutes and see if it's melting or not, right? All right, hopefully you're able to make some good observations for these ones, okay? Now we're gonna move on to our next, the solubility and the conductivity. And so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna see how soluble they are. So I filled up 100 milliliters of water, and we're gonna take our A, and we're gonna put it in just half a spoonful into the water and see what happens. Okay, we're gonna mix it for about 20 to 30 seconds. All right, so I dumped it in. You can make some observations as I'm mixing. I'll try to bring it closer so you can see the final result. All right, so here is the result. What it looks like. Kind of can see the bottom. Okay, make some observations if you think it mixed in well or not. All right, the next we're gonna do a conductivity test. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this water and we are going to see if it will light up this light bulb. Okay, so we're gonna submerge these two prongs over here to make the light bulb light up. So if you just touch the prongs together, like this, you'll notice the light bulb lights up. But when they're not touched, they're not. So if it's an ionic substance, it's gonna allow the particles to move back and forth and light up the light bulb, okay? So let's see if this one will make it light up or not. All right, so record your observations about conductivity. All right, we're gonna clean off these prongs so we can try it with our substance B and see if that makes it light up. So again, I'm gonna take 100 milliliters and I'm gonna take substance B. I'm gonna throw half of a spoonful in there and then I'm gonna mix it. And again, I'll kind of show you what it's looking like so you can decide about if it's soluble or not. All right, again, we're gonna do this for about 20 to 30 seconds. Try to mix it up really well. All right, so here's what B is looking like. Okay, you can make some observations about it. I'll try to tip it to the bottom. So I know this is not the best way to see or to visualize, but hopefully you're able to make some observations about it. So now let's do the test to see if it'll light up the light bulb. So we take this. Okay, you'll notice the light bulb is not lighting up. So you can make some conclusions off of that. So now what you need to do is you need to finish writing in any data that you need to. You can go back and watch sections that you need to watch. And then you're gonna start doing your results section. And then you're gonna do your conclusion section. And then you'll be done and you can turn it in. All right, good luck. Let me know if you need any help.